What's the matter with you? I can't believe you did it again. There is absolutely no hope for you.
You know, if the people in the restaurant see you talking to yourself, they'll think you're a little strange.
Why do you put up with me?
Listen, if you don't have enough money to pay for your lunch, I'll buy.
No. That's not it. I'm such a failure.
Come on, let's go and sit down. We'll talk about what's bothering you.
It won't do any good. I'm a hopeless cause. I'm giving up.
Giving up?
Yes.
Giving up on what?
I've tried having a daily quiet time with the Lord, just like you said. But it's not working. I'm giving up. It's no use.
So, you missed a quiet time during this last week, did you?
1. I missed 3. I'm giving up. It's not worth the frustration.
Oh, that's too bad.
I mean, even when I have a quiet time, it's a big waste of time. My mind wanders. I think about my to-do list, my problems at work, all the work I have to do around the house, even my vacation plans.
Surely, you must spend some time communicating with the Lord.
Of the 20 minutes I set aside for Bible reading and prayer, about half of it is spent thinking about other things.
Well, that's still 10 minutes longer than you used to.
It's hopeless. I quit.
You're right.
I am?
Yes. Look, let's skip lunch.
Skip lunch?
Sure. In fact, I think I'll quit eating lunches altogether.
Why? Aren't you feeling well?
Oh, sure. But my mind has been so preoccupied with work and running errands lately that I've missed 3 lunches during the last week.
You have?
Yes. I mean, if you can't eat lunch regularly, why eat lunch at all? In fact, I'm so discouraged over missing lunches that I think I'll quit eating altogether.
You can't do that?
Why not? It's just not worth the frustration. I mean, even on the days when I get away from the office and get to lunch, I often don't eat nutritious meals. So, if I can't eat nutritious meals all the time, I might as well give up eating meals altogether.
All right. I see your point.
Point? What point? All I said was,
I've been looking at my quiet times and my Bible reading, and my prayer times all wrong. I've been treating them like an obligation.
You mean, they are not just an obligation?
No. I'll bet they are not an obligation for you.
No. You're right. They are not. That's why I've been encouraging you to start a daily quiet time.
Now that you mention it, I suppose I ought to stop treating my times with the Lord as just another appointment, and start treating them as nutritious meals.
That's what they are to me. Even a short snack is better than going hungry.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
Tell me, during the 10 minutes of your quiet time without distractions, do you get any nourishment at all?
Well, yes, I suppose I do. But the guilt over the other 10 minutes kind of cancels out the good parts for me.
Then, why don't you start treating the distractions during your quiet time like junk food?
Like junk food?
Yes. Sometimes when I miss lunch I eat a chocolate bar at my desk. It has almost no food value for me. But it fills me up. It's not something I want to make a steady diet of. So, my goal is to minimize my intake of junk food, and maximize my intake of nutritious food.
I suppose I should be thinking in terms of nutrition, shouldn't I?
That's how I solved the problem.
You mean you used to have trouble with distractions during your quiet times?
I still do. But when the junk food of distractions pollutes my mind, I just write myself a note about it, and get back to nutritious food.
You take notes?
Sure. I found that, if I just tried to drive a thought out of my head, it always came back. I found that, if I wrote it down, and made plans to deal with the distraction later, it freed me up, to get back to real nutrition.
That's a great idea. I'll get my to-do list out of my head and on paper. That will leave room in my mind for real nutrition.
Speaking of nutrition, let's have lunch.
Say, you weren't really thinking of giving up lunch, were you?
You weren't really thinking of giving up your nutrition, were you?
Perish the thought.
Based on the play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it.
Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances. You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.